Good afternoon from Vietnam. Today, I want to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, or more specifically, the rapidly increasing value of Bitcoin. And so I think we are in some really exciting times here when it comes to Bitcoin price. I've got a document I'd like to share with you. So let me do that. Okay, I just need to figure out how to share. Let me see. Okay. Here's a Word document I made. Okay, so we can see a list. There's a list of how many days it took Bitcoin to break each $1,000 level. So initially, some years ago, it was less than $1,000. And it wasn't that many years ago. So for it to reach from 0 to 1,000, took 1,789 days. To reach 1,000 to 2,000, for it to break the 2,000 level, it took 1,271 days. To break the 3,000 level, it took 23 days. The 4,000 level, it took 62 days. To break the 5,000 level, it took 61 days. To break the 6,000 level, it took 8 days. To break the 7,000 level, it took 13 days. To break the $8,000 level, it took 14 days. To break the $9,000 level, it took 9 days. And to break the $10,000 level, it took 3 days. So we are talking a lot happening in the last few days. And to break the $11,000 range, it took only 12 hours, half a day. So it's quite amazing. Now it's back to, I'm not sure exactly what, maybe $10,400, something like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in uncharted territory. Uncharted territory. Who knows where Bitcoin is going next? I think at some point it's going to have to take a break and take its breath and recover before it goes up a lot more. So maybe it's going to go sideways for a while. We just don't know. Because we're in uncharted territory. Uncharted territory, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are in Bitcoin now, then you can sit back and enjoy the ride. And what a ride it is. If you're not in Bitcoin, it's not too late to get involved. It's really early days. We are still in the early days. I know it may be hard to believe now that it's reached $10,000, $11,000 per Bitcoin. These are early days still. Many believe and have believed the last year or so that Bitcoin will eventually hit $1 million. And, we're talking over the next 10 years. So that's why I'm saying I think it's still early days for Bitcoin. Yes, we might see some price retracements, but the overall trend is up. The overall trend is up. And I believe it will be in an uptrend overall for some time to come. Of course, it may be wrong. In my opinion, this is the beginning, still the beginning days, and we're going to see over the months or years massive increases in the value of Bitcoin. I think part of it's due to the fact that it's just maybe starting to gain traction as more and more people find out about Bitcoin or become aware of Bitcoin, because most people are not. until fairly recently, mainstream media has avoided Bitcoin or talking about Bitcoin. But it's getting harder and harder to avoid talking about it. So, I wanted to share this information with you because it's pretty startling. That these are statistics you cannot ignore. And now, I'm really excited about the program I'm in, which is USI Tech, because basically the company USI Tech is, amongst other things, they are mining Bitcoin. Yes, mining Bitcoin, because Bitcoin can't be mined using specialized mining equipment, computer equipment. Although for most people it's prohibitive because of the overhead of the costs of electric to run the machinery to mine Bitcoin. But some big companies are involved, and one of the biggest is USI Tech. And they are generous enough to share our investment money with us, almost 1% a day return. 1% per working day, so that's 5 days a week. And probably from USI Tech it's a small amount, but to us it's quite generous. So if you want to get involved in Bitcoin, you can get involved by simply buying Bitcoin and holding Bitcoin, seeing the value appreciate over time. Or you could try to mine Bitcoin yourself, which isn't that straightforward, or maybe not always that profitable. Or you can invest in a company like USI Tech, who are going to do the mining for you and reward you with almost 1% a day. It fluctuates, so sometimes more, sometimes less, but generally speaking, it's a bit under 1% a day from my experience. And let's just round it up and say 1%. So 1% a day or a working day, it's not too shabby. That's a really good return. Where would you get that? Certainly not from the banks. Banks may be making that kind of money, percentage figures for themselves, but they certainly are not sharing it with the public. So I'm very happy with the performance of my USI Tech account. Although we've been asked not to share videos or pictures of our back office because it might be considered enticement. So most of us and the big players who are invested in a big way have really complied, and we're not really showing videos of our back office anymore. But I would say, like for instance today, I've been paid out just under 1% on my account, which is about, in US dollars, it's about $50 for the day. So not bad, not bad. So when you invest in USI Tech, you're buying investment packages, Bitcoin packages, they're called BTC packs. You need to buy with Bitcoin, and then you are paid out daily in Bitcoin. So not only are you getting your roughly 1% a day, but you are also gradually increasing your payouts in value as Bitcoin goes up. So it's really quite wonderful. So I think that's all for today. Now, if you like my videos, please subscribe below. Thank you. And Ollie signing out.